You're watching the 26th Nathan's Car Review, and for the first time in a while, not at Bob Jans Chevrolet in Auburn, Illinois. This time, in front of my own house again. Oh well. For this car review, I've mentioned this car a few times in a lot of the videos, especially the Chevy Suburban videos I've mentioned this car in. But now, I finally have time to review it. So here it is. The car is this, my mom's 2025 Honda Pilot Elite. Yeah, I've mentioned it many times. This is the replacement to my mom's old 21 Chevrolet Suburban LT. I've mentioned it several times in a lot of the videos. I haven't had time to record it until now. Now, I'm going to be recording 3 videos here at home again. This one, a certain Toyota Camry, my storm chasing car, and I'm going to do a comparison between my Camry, I should say my dad's Camry, and my car sitting in the garage right there. That'll be the 30th car review. So I got a couple more to do at the dealership before you see that one. But yeah, that's a basketball hoop, don't ask. So yeah, I finally get time to record this Honda Pilot. We've had it since November 23rd, so probably about a little over 4 months now. Very, very nice car. Has not been driven much, especially since my dad's Camry came home. So let's just get started with the wheels. I have the window sticker inside, obviously, because we are not driving around with a window sticker in the window of the car since November 23rd when we got it. But these are sitting on Bridgestone tires. These are 255 50R 20-inch alloy wheels. Yeah, there's a good, nice side view of the car. How is it already dirty? I just cleaned it on Wednesday. It's all dirty right down here and all that. How? No one's driven this since Wednesday, since I cleaned it. That's strange. But anyway, let's take a look at the key. It's the same key that I have in my car, the loaner car that we had when my mom's car was in the shop that one time when I had the Accord. But anyway, it's the same key that I just said that. Anyway, you got lock, unlock, remote start, trunk release, and panic. And on the back, there's a 1. This is to signify which key for the memory seating is on the inside. But obviously, remote start, everyone knows how it works. Lock the car, make sure the car is locked. And actually, when you lock the car, the mirrors fold in on this one. I believe you could turn that feature off, but I don't know how. And actually, it's not worth turning off for this. But anyway, make sure the car is locked and hold the button down to start it. Hello? The car is locked, right? Hold it. That took way too long, but anyway, let's hop in. All 4 door handles have smart key access. For this car, put the hand behind the door handle to unlock all the doors. Put your finger on these 3 lines here and it'll lock it, but we just want to unlock the door. We'll take a look at the window sticker after we take a look at the hood of the car. Under the hood here, where's the latch? Wow, why is it all the way over here? Under the hood, a very heavy hood, I should say, because you have to prop it up manually. 285 horsepower, 3.5 V6, and this car also has a 10-speed automatic transmission on it. Here's a good look at the hood, so let's close it up. Actually, let's take a look at the front end for a second. This thing is aggressive. The Honda logo is huge on this thing. Looks real nice. But anyway, let's hop in. The window sticker sitting on the inside. We'll take a look at some of the other things and how much this car cost. Right here. But the Honda dealership where we got it from, the same one we got my car from, McGrath Honda St. Charles, they do not know how to take off a window sticker. And actually, there's a huge hole right here too, but we won't worry about this. Yeah, 25 Pilot all-wheel drive Elite, crystal black P exterior with a black leather interior, 285 horsepower, 3.5 V6 to 10-speed automatic transmission there. There's all your options we got. This is a fully loaded Honda Pilot. This one was $54,475, and apparently an option is a full tank of fuel. I don't think it was full when we got it, but we won't worry about that. Anyway, this car gets 21 miles per gallon combined city highway, 19 city, 25 highway. That is pretty accurate to what the car has now. But yeah, there's a good look at 95% of the window sticker, but Anyway, let's put this away. We'll close the door and get this thing fully started up, and we'll take a look at everything that we got back in November. So everyone knows how this works. Put your foot on the brake, watch a little movie while in the screen. Put your foot on the brake and press the button right here to start it. And when you start it, depending on what key you have, the seat will move up to the last memory seat position. Where did I put the guy? It is. And speaking of that, the controls right here are right here. The 2-person memory seating, all automatic windows, window lockout controls, power mirrors, and obviously the mirrors fold in automatically. And I don't know why the driver's side folds slower, but anyway. Over here you got your trunk release, windshield, heated windshield, I think, traction control off button there. Looking at this, honestly, this whole setup looks just like my Honda Pilot, not my Honda Pilot, my Honda Civic. But almost all the Hondas kind of look like this now. So this has a 3-spoke leather and heated steering wheel. Thank the Lord. Sometimes I drive this car to school just because it's very cold in the morning and I want the heated steering wheel and heated seats. But anyway, on your left is the audio controls. On the left side of the gauge cluster there, you could switch between different sources. You have all that. And on the right is like your driver information center. We have the gauge cluster set up to where it has the dynamic radar cruise control fully centered with the speedometer and the tachometer on the left and right sides. But yeah, you have your fuel range and all that kind of stuff too. You can also adjust the heads-up display settings right here, which you could see here. Wow, unlike Chevy, you can actually see it in this video. So in the screen here, you can adjust the brightness, content, and the height of it. So the content here, you can either just have speedometer, you could have it off completely, driver assist, which is like your dynamic radar cruise control and all that, navigation, like the direction you're facing, or just the speedometer there, and we just leave it on the speedometer. You can change the brightness. I believe it is there. That's as bright as it can get. And the height of it, it's perfectly fine where it's at. I'm not gonna mess with that. But anyway, not only do you have the heads-up display settings there, you can change the brightness of the gauge cluster. I'm going the wrong way. You can also change the display layout of the gauge cluster. You can have bar. You can have it round like a traditional gauge setup. Oh, actually, it doesn't look that bad. You can have it as a bar, which is how it was before. Round, minimal, gauges will hide when cruise is active. So these will go, so these gauge cluster, so the tach and speedometer will go away when the cruise control is on, or it'll stay on, depending on what you decide, or bar, minimal, and the gauges will hide when the cruise control is active, but you don't really need that, so we'll just leave it back to what it was on the normal bar. And let's see, what else does this thing have? And it just resets up to the top. We leave it at that because it looks nice. Anyway, so that's the controls, and right here, and also surrounding it is your normal cruise control settings there. Following distance, lane centering thing there. And on the back is some paddle shifters. Actually, at least this car, it has a use for paddle shifters. Unlike my car, which is a CVT transmission, but this is a 10-speed, so whatever. Anyway, looking up here, wow, this thing is already 5 minutes long. We haven't even gotten to the screen yet. We have all your apps right here. You have all that. Cabin talk is where your voice is amplified through the speakers in the car all the way back to the 3rd row of this car, just so you can hear better. Yeah, that's basically all of your apps that you have here. Going back home, you have built-in navigation, your phone, FM, Bluetooth audio, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Sirius XM, trip computer here, which is basically what shows up in the screen there, and some more settings there. This has its own Wi-Fi hotspot, but we don't need it. And smart shortcuts, which are what these are at the bottom. So you have navigation, phone, FM, Bluetooth audio, smart shortcuts button itself, and display mode, which is basically all we need. But anyway, I forgot to mention, on the left over here is your headlights and blinkers, and on the right is your wipers, automatic wipers in the front, and the 360 camera button. You can either access it through the screen, or you can access it through here. You could view the front camera, the sides, and the 360 camera at the same time. And you can just turn it off at the end of the stock, or you can actually switch between what it is on the end of the stock as well. So that's it for there. Down below you got 2 air vents, your hazard button right there in the middle, and right here is your controls for the tri-stage or zone climate control with your heated and cooled seats on both sides for the front passengers. Change the mode through here, AC, front and rear defrost right here, recycling air, and the rear controls right here. You press this button, it will, when you turn this on, you could press this button, it'll change, I think either dial can adjust the back temperature. This obviously middle one is the fan speed, or you can lock it out for the back so they can't control it, or just turn it off in general. Now, what I don't know how to work this car. We've had it 4 months, but anyway, down below is a nice storage cubby where we keep gum in this car, because why not? USB-A, USB-C outlets, 12-volt outlet here, wireless charging pad down here with more storage on the right, 2 cup holders, and your 10-speed automatic transmission. So park is push, reverse is you pull this thing, and the 360 camera obviously pops up on the screen. Neutral is push down, drive is push down, and park is obviously pushed down, and we're rolling. Yay. Anyway, down below you got a drive mode selector. You got a lot of drive modes in this car. You got normal, econ, snow, trail, sand, tow. That's it. Oh, you also got sport mode too, but why does this car need a sport mode? Anyway, got auto stop, which sticking with tradition, put your foot all the way on the brake at a stoplight or whatever, and the engine will shut off for you and save gas. Downhill assist, so if you're either this is off-road, this is something to do with off-roading, or if you're driving too fast, the car will slow itself down for you, and yeah. Anyway, e-brake right here, brake hold, which if you put your foot all the way in the brake, it'll hold the brakes for you at a stoplight too, which is also nice. Right here's a nice deep center console, nicely demonstrated by the crap that is in here. I guess this is like a coin holder right there. Over here you got your glove box, which is a huge glove box for this car. Nice storage bin right there. Up top is an auto dimming rearview mirror with 3-person garage home link. My hair is a mess. 3-person garage home link right here. You can turn off the auto setting right there. Up top is your lighting controls right here, and your panoramic sunroof controls for the big sunroof right here. And right here's your sunglass holder and a mirror in the back. So instead of looking through the rearview mirror here, you have this one to look at all the people that are in the back of the car. I believe Honda Odyssey, the minivan for Honda, I think it had its own camera on the back. I'm not too sure about that, but anyway, here is your sun visor here. Wow, that was the longest review of an inside of a car that I've ever done. Yikes, 9 minutes. So let's just take a look at the back and the trunk, and we'll end the video. Hopping into the back seat. Actually, before we do that, I want to take a second to appreciate the side profile of this car. I don't know what it is about it. I love it. It honestly looks a little bit smaller on the outside than the last generation Honda Pilot, but on the inside, it feels much, much roomier. That's embarrassing. Anyway, you didn't see that. Anyway, hopping in here, this is the 8-seater configuration. Almost every Honda Pilot is an 8-seater, except for the Trail Sport, which takes out the middle seat right here completely. But you can also take this out as well. We just keep it in as an armrest for my siblings because why not? Anyway, shutting this door. The seat is set at 5'11" in the front. And to be honest, not much leg room or foot room. Headroom is not the greatest either. I mean, I'm pretty much sitting straight up and down 90 degrees, but oh well. Up here you got a sunshade, built-in sunshade, so if you have kids, you could shield them from the sun and all that, which is always nice to have. You got a door handle, speaker, window control, nice bottle storage here and here. More storage right below there. And actually in the seat back pocket, you have a normal seat back pocket, and on both sides you got a phone holder right here, which this is very nice to have. Not many cars have this, but this one does. But anyway, folding this seat up, you got to pull this loop. This is a 2-hand thing. Fold the seat up, boom, there's your 8th seat. I'll just get that out of the way for a second. Right here, the outboard seats have tri-stage heated seats. Your climate controls are right here. You got a household style outlet right there. Well, not really household style outlet. It's just an AC outlet, but anyway, 2 USB-C outlets right down there. And to fold the seat down, you saw it. Pull the lever, at least that's one-handed. But you got 2 cup holders, nice storage thing here, which was nicely demonstrated with the use of these napkins. But obviously that's not all, considering this is a midsize SUV with the 3rd row. So the outboard seats are independent from each other. None of them are attached to the middle seat, obviously, because you can obviously take it out. And actually, let me show you how you take it out first. You got to pull this lever right here. That light will go red. I believe you lift it from the, this is going to be a two-hand thing, so you got to lift it from, all right, let's figure this out. You got to lift it from, or pull this handle, lift it from the back, and then you can take it out, and there's a space in the trunk to store this. Say you want to keep it in the car or whatever. But I'll show you that here in a second. Anyway, to get to the third row, there's a couple ways. You got this button right here, or the button on the back for the third row people, but we'll use this button. And it'll move the seat up automatically. And what? Ugh. These seats are folded down for some reason. I'm not sure why, but hopping in here, I've actually never stepped foot back here. In the 4 months we've had this car, I've never once thought of, oh boy, never once thought of sitting back here, but for this review, we shall. And somehow it's dirty on the top of the headrest back there. But anyway, obviously the seat is set all the way back, same position as to it was when I was sitting up there. I got no leg room or foot room. Oh, excuse me. That was this is going very well. I got no leg room, foot room. Headroom is much better than what it was up there. What? Okay. Anyway, I know a lot of SUVs with the sunshade on the window. They also have it for the third row passengers. Honda neglected them in this one, but oh well. What they didn't neglect on is an air vent right here, 2 cup holders, USB-C outlets, same thing on both sides, and also bag hooks right here. Now say this seat's in place, you're kind of stuck back here, and the people in front that were sitting there did not let you out. So all you got to do is push this button. Okay, I don't know why I didn't do it that time, but push that button and the seat will automatically fold up for you and you can get out, which this is gonna be tricky for me. Okay, not that bad. Anyway, yeah, I've never sat back there, but yeah, that's it for the back seat. Now let's go around and take a look at the trunk. Got a nice Pilot in black right here. I kind of wish these were all in black. I think if you got the black edition, all this would be black as well. But anyway, popping the tailgate here. You saw what it looked like when the seats were folded down. This is what the trunk space looks like folded up. You got a nice storage bin down here. What is this crap? Whatever. You got a nice storage bin down there. This is where the middle seat goes. This is where you'd put the middle seat. Say you want to keep it in the car with you if you're traveling somewhere. That's where it would go there. I have no idea what this crap is. Anyway, you got a nice big speaker back there, little storage tray here and here. You got a 12-volt outlet back here, and for some reason, 2 buttons to close the tailgate. Yeah, you hold this one to set its height, and this one, I guess, doesn't work. That's a bit embarrassing. Yeah, I don't know why that one doesn't work. Anyway, you can at least have that button, and the tailgate will close. And that is it for by far the longest Nathan's car review I've ever done. Reviewing my mom's 2025 Honda Pilot Elite. Very nice looking car. So, thank you for watching. And in the next video, I'm going to do something very, very special to me. Not my car, but kind of my car. My first car. So with that, goodbye.